God who fights for his people. There was once a peaceful kingdom. It was surrounded by majestic mountains and flowing rivers. The people lived in joy and security. Children laughed in the streets. Farmers worked their fields with gladness. Warriors stood watch over the land, believing their strength was enough to protect their people. But beyond the mountains, darkness was rising. A ruthless warlord marched toward the kingdom with a mighty army. Village after village fell before him. Homes were burned. Families fled in fear. Hope slowly disappeared as the enemy drew near. Then the day of battle arrived. The sound of clashing swords echoed across the valley. The earth trembled beneath the feet of thousands of soldiers. Smoke filled the sky. Brave warriors fought with everything they had, but the enemy was too powerful. One by one, they fell. Soon, the once beautiful kingdom lay in ruins. Among the ashes knelt a young warrior named Amani. His armor was damaged, his sword was broken, his heart was filled with sorrow. Looking toward heaven, he whispered, "Lord, where are you?" There are moments in life when our own strength is no longer enough. It is in those moments that God reminds us that the battle is never dependent on us. As Amani wandered into the mountains, he met an elderly prophet named Eliab. The old man looked at him with compassion and said, "Do not fear the size of your enemy. Remember the greatness of your God. The Lord has never lost a battle." Those words changed everything. That night, the surviving warriors gathered together. They did not sharpen their swords. They did not boast in their strength. Instead, they bowed their knees and prayed. They cried out to the God of heaven. They asked him to remember his people. They asked him to fight for them. Then, something extraordinary happened. The wind began to blow. Thunder rolled across the sky. Brilliant light pierced the darkness. Every warrior looked toward heaven. God had heard their prayers. Morning came. The enemy launched one final attack. They were certain victory belonged to them. But this time, the people of God were no longer afraid. They marched forward with courage, knowing they were not fighting alone. Suddenly, the heavens roared. The earth shook beneath their feet. A brilliant light broke through the storm clouds, and the battlefield was filled with the glory of God. Confusion entered the enemy's camp. Fear replaced their confidence. The mighty army that had once seemed unstoppable began to flee. Not because God's people were stronger, not because their weapons were greater, but because the Lord himself had entered the battle. The God who parted the Red Sea, the God who brought down the walls of Jericho, the God who delivered David from Goliath. The same God was fighting for his people once again. When the battle was over, silence covered the land. The enemy was gone, peace had returned, The people fell to their knees in worship. They lifted their hands toward heaven and gave all the glory to God. They understood that victory had never belonged to the strongest warrior. Victory belonged to the Lord. And from that day forward, generation after generation told the story of the day when heaven fought for earth. So, whenever fear surrounds you, remember this. Whenever your enemies seem too great, remember this. Whenever you feel too weak to continue, remember this. The battle is not yours. The victory is not yours. They both belong to the Lord. He is your defender. He is your shield. He is your fortress. He is your deliverer. He is the mighty man of war. He is the God who fights for his people. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Exodus 14, verse 14. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Exodus 15, verse 3. Trust him, stand firm, and watch him fight for you.